Hello? I think everything should be working now, sorry. I was setting up my YouTube stream basically too. And I was also setting up the vertical like streaming version, and whatever I did, it freaking crashed something. So alright, let me just see if everything is working. I am not sure. Mainly because the lovely. Let me just check some things. Because I do be using a lot of different stuff. That needs to shut the hell up. Yep, okay. Everything seems to be working fine, so I will close this down. Okay, guys. We are in the new area of Yactural Heritage Found. And we are basically finding out that a whole new world has literally spawned into our own world. Which is similar to what happened to the Crystal Tower. That's someone, more like, spawned. Quote unquote spawned. This area into existence here. So basically, either there was like a counterpart to it. One moment, I'm just sitting up. Right. And they basically just said, this is a nice spot, we're gonna take it over. Alright. We were getting held by a woman named Sveen. Which is very close to the word swine, but I'm not gonna say more than that. Oh, and I also managed to get my Pictomancer to level 100. And I'm slowly getting my White Mage to level 100 too. Even though I'm regretting it. Because for some weird ass reason, I am getting all the assholes again. And I don't get it. Well, having established what that we should be wary, we should use more information. So let's head to this place and the outskirts and see what we can learn. Perhaps about Sven. Sven? It sounded like Sven, but I'm not sure. And I do apologize. I will say that outright right now. That I am gonna pronounce words so wrong. Hey, Wason! Oh, that reminds me. There we go. Yeah, the funny place. It's more like interesting place, and I hope you guys can bear with me that I'll just fix some stuff for myself here. It's more the my chat box that I use to read you guys what you guys comment, basically. So it's more that I can actually freaking see what you guys are writing. It's a little bit too faded. There we go. And I also... Can you guys write something in the chat? Well, I can do that myself, actually. Thank you. It is very helpful. I'm not lying. There we go. Okay. So it should be higher up and test. Stop that. Yes. I was so excited to be somewhere out on Waterbark, you know, West area. I know! I actually really like that Wild Wild West area, Giga. And again, I will say, and this is legit the only criticism I can say about this. The pacing of... Sorry, don't mind me writing test. I'm just moving the... There we go. Okay, that's fine. It is the way that we go from the Wild Wild West area to this. And also the fact that the transition from going to the Wild Wild West area from the Succession. Because... For me, they should have pushed the Succession test a little bit more, because I don't get why it can't be in this in the Yaktural area. Why they were not allowed to be part of the Oh, hello. Thank you so much, Wazard. 15 months. Thank you so much. Like, I'm not done with the second part, so I might like it. I just feel like it's so off from the first part, because the first part was the whole, like, you getting to know, because it could easily be fit in, if you ask me, to the whole Succession, like, part. Because I get it that they had to explain how Sarul Jah got the power and the connection to these people via the quote-unquote Golden City. But you could also see, like, then you could go the way that, oh, Sarul Jah got this power, but how? He found the Golden City. We find the Golden City. And we get the connection there. Like, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. That I just think the test should have run a little more. That's just it. I'm not hating it. Like, legit, I am loving this expansion. I'm loving the people and the characters that are in it. So I am excited to see the rest of it. I trust you have similar farming facilities in Tural. They're completely different from ours. I've got no idea what all those machines do. Fan of this expansion. I like some characters, but the whole thing is meh. And many people have the same feeling. Because many say that it's a realm reborn. And I get safe trip home, Gia. And I get where people have that feeling, because they are introducing so many things and so many characters So it has the feel of A Realm Reborn. And for people who has played A Realm Reborn, well, we'll see, Giga Wason. Because it's an introduction, isn't it, to the new thing? And sure, Wuklamag is very much the center of attention of this, but I like her. I like her. We settled on this approach after some trial and error. The Turali have their own methods of farming, which they wanted to continue employing. But the environment makes it challenging. There are too much rain and not enough light. Thankfully, the use of electrobes has allowed us to fortify the buildings here, as well as provide what nature cannot. What? Electrobe. It's a material we use for the myriad devices and applications. Yes. It's not ever, and it might not ever return if you. What? Aren't they gonna expand on this? It makes no sense. But then again, they do that to every single one of the expansions, to be honest, that they introduce a new area. I'll tell you another time, perhaps. If you would follow me, we are nearly to the outskirts. So if I can be allowed to open up the world map. So I have one more zone to explore. But can I just say, there are still parts of this part that we haven't explored yet. There's this whole area up here that's all, like, clouded out. Not to mention this island right there. What's that? So we're not... And then there's also this whole part down here. What's this? So I would say we're not done with Tural at all after this expansion. I think they're gonna go more on this, not to mention what the fuck this is right here. So I think and I hope that for whatever expansion they're gonna do next, they're gonna expand more on this, because there are areas here we haven't seen before, we haven't like explored yet. Because for me, it would make no sense that we don't explore the rest of this. And like I said, I like this expansion. I get why some people don't. I'm not a fan of it. I see the things that people dislike, because I do agree with you, Waser, that one thing I did notice very early is the fact that through all other expansions, we have been the center of attention. We are the warrior of light. We are the savior of the star and stuff like that, and here we are very much set back as the helper. Oh, excuse me, I'm just thinking something. Which can be annoying to some people if their whole gimmick is the fact that they want to be the center of attention here. And be the savior and stuff like that, be the hero. While there's something like me, who's very much into the fact that for once we get to sit back but still do badass things. We are still the ones who do the trial. We are still the ones who do the dungeons. There are quests for us to do. The fact that it's all for the benefit of Wuklamad only makes me happy. Because I like her. I like her character.
Here we are.
I love the music here.
Much of what you see in Alexandria strange. The traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
I'm sorry for people on the vertical route. Oh, did I put even links to you guys? I hope I did. I don't think I did. There is a horizontal one if you just go to my channel. And I think
Queen
I got
Sveen? What business brings her
Sveen.
here, I wonder?
The queen has come.
And I think I got a clue of what that thing on their head is. I legit think they're stealing souls from people.
You look well, Paquine.
Oh my god, you said you are such a hater. Oh, I skipped that. I don't know what you said.
When she introduced herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Lamachi.
Me?
It's only natural for a ruler to love her people. And I should like to know.
I
them as best
cannot
can.
comment on her just
Even
yet.
the most
All I say, I
trifling
cannot
details.
trust her. This whole like I am a kind one act. I don't know.
Love them,
I don't know.
who they are and what they've built.
That's it. Beautifully put.
Oh, which is also fair. You are very
And it
much
would
allowed to
appear
your
that
opinion,
she is
Waze it.
well loved in turn.
Your Majesty. You honor
I
us
will
with
say,
your
however,
presence.
I hate the levitating thing on their head. I hate
Who
that
are
it
these fine
isn't
people?
like stuck to them.
Tuliolo's vow of resolve would Clamart and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
And yes, it's on purpose that I'm different colors in my clothes. I wanted it to be colorful for my
The rumors
Pixelmancer.
of a link to the outside are true then. Lamont is still so young.
Oh, don't
Oh,
question
where
that.
are my manners?
Don't say that. That's
Paul,
rude.
A leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Papone? That is a Tonawautan ring to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa?
Katkiwa.
Kafkiwa. I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Not good.
Mother isn't here. But it's a relief to know at least some of the people of Yasulani are alive and well.
Your mother, you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
You know my mother?
I do. Yes.
Then tell me, please, where is she?
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
I don't trust her. I don't trust her. Like, I do get why she couldn't talk there because of the soldier, but I don't trust.
a
I
question,
just don't
Pepone.
trust her.
Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
Thunderdome.
The barrier? Well, I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of
Hey, Luna.
light. And then... Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
You needn't push yourself, Papone. After 30 years, no one could blame you for not remembering.
30 years!
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago. Which is not to say I understand why our perceptions of the intervening time are so radically different. We only just became aware of the discrepancy when Zoralja's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
Oh, nice. You're nearing the end of, well then again, end of Realm Reborn takes ages.
To have the
Luna.
chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
"30 years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source. The fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence. Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
Keep talking smart, Raha. I'm eating everything up. Do you suppose time is still passing faster in here? Meaning this is a piece of another... It is a piece of another reflection. Which is actually
I cannot say for certain.
one
but
of the
I
most
strongly
disliked.
suspect
I
that to
do
be the
not know
case.
if people dislike Stormblood more than this. I don't think so.
And
I
based
personally
on the
like
Queen's
Stormblood.
account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the source's temporal flow.
Wait. Were you done with Realm Reborn? No, you're going to Heavensward.
We need more
Luna.
information.
The next expansion after Realm Reborn is Heavensward. And then it's Stormblood.
Sveen, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
By all means.
Yep. Heavensward is amazing!
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
Then you'll open up for Machinist and Dark Knight with that
And its
one.
people.
I may yet find familiar faces
It
among the
is.
survivors from Yasolani.
Even if I don't understand the half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zoralja.
Okay. I get it. Please,
Perhaps you'd care to see how we make our
Lamat, you
living.
stop saying that.
Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
Oh, you're getting old, Luna.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all. And I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
Oh yeah, she is gonna do so much distraction.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care. Now then, if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
I still don't trust her.
I can't say that I trust her yet,
Yeah.
but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine. And that's enough for me.
I don't trust her. Electro has done much to improve the efficiency of their farming, but hasn't replaced everything. The people wanted to preserve their old ways of life, and we did not want to force ours upon them. You went to such lengths so that our cultures could coexist, even going far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone appreciated that. Communication was thankfully not an issue, for the Turali tongue is surprisingly similar to the Alexandrian. Of course, there was phrases. What happened? What did I do? I was just talking. But those can be taught with a minimal effort. Sorry for the dog. Though mutual respect, understanding, and patience, we Alexandrians and Turali have learned a great deal from one another. And I am sure there is much you wish to learn as well. So please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. I have a question, lady. What are you hiding? I need 3 more to get fast riding here. Bam, bam, bam. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanation, let us head back to the farm we passed earlier. I have disabled a few redeems, mainly because some of the redeems that the programs that the redeems were connected to are not working. But I'll take the hydrate. Okay, that is weird. My Lumina stream changed hydrate. Oh, hello. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, she's a farmer. Allow me to introduce you to Mahusa, one of the most experienced farmhands in all Alexandria. She's well versed in a myriad farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of knowledge she has shared with the other farmers is what that allows this place to flourish. Queen Sveen, to what do I owe this sudden shower of praise? My apologies for oh my god, do I really have to put my glasses on for this? I came with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's alright. So the rumors of visitors from the outside were true. You know, the fact that I destroyed the base when I came in. What kind of a host would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty also intend to check on things here. You know me too well. I thought to seize this opportunity to see how the farmers fare, and perhaps pepper them with a few questions. Though I do so enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. Oh, see, it's either or. Luna, when it comes to that one, because the only critique people have with Stormblood is the fact that you are, and this is not spoiling anything, you are doing a story that is split between 2 areas, basically. And it is very much also the only critique that I can have, and I see the dislike for that. You get lost sometimes. Try to keep track on the 2 stories, basically, Because there are breaks in between the stories of the two areas, so each area has their own story. So you kind of forget things. And that's the only criticism people have with that. Only one. It would appear that we have a permission, so please walk the grounds to your heart content. You go on ahead. I'll keep Sveen company. I do like her dress. Don't misunderstand. I'm not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say so? Fair point. But be sure not to let me out of your sight. What? I will remain under Ruglamant's watch will I. Pray, come find us after you've seen your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. Give me my charging cable. That's not it. Oops. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... you wish to know about my job? I tend the fields mostly, watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also managed to manage the lambs we use in the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code, but should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and sky being what they are, assuring a rich harvest makes for constant work. But honestly, I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. So they mimic very much the Mamuljar's problem with a semi-hostile area when it comes to surviving. But they had problems growing stuff too. Oh, an unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site then. Well, this here the storehouse, or rather the entrance. The real storehouse is underground, much more spacious, and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We even took a few beds down there for emergencies. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electrobe complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job for instance. I presently are overseeing the storage of harvest crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, I'll not deny, but I take great satisfaction in what we do. It's very much old school, combined with new school. They're saying that you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier. That's true. So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, you are here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Here at Upsay's Hello, we produce not only the fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when they are shipped off, but job is a job. Well, I need to get back into it. But it was nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. Again, why I could never work with animal livestock breeding ever. I am a meat eater, and I advocate for comfortable living for my meat before they get slaughtered. But I could never, ever be a farmer in that regard myself. I see. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone could have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Ah, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you had your fill of speaking with the farmers. Then let us return to Mauswa, to town. Get back to the town. Oh, it's not the town, it was her. To the farmer. Well, what was your impression of the farm? I was amazed and loved her work. Yeah, everything was surprisingly normal. Well, that's comforting to hear. Your words serve to affirm that my people do not work with undue strain. And what do you think of our little tour, Lamashi? Oh, wait. You're allowed to be— What did you call me? Oh, was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others call you that, and I thought... No, it's fine. As I said before, we no need for these titles or formalities. Careful. Careful. As for my thoughts, I'm very impressed. That machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. The feeling is understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Acting up, you say? You needn't worry, my queen. It happens fairly often. But simply, it's taking in water that had a strong lightning charge. We think some creatures have become charged up with the energy, and they are releasing it over the river we use as a source. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I am reclutant to beg it of the armor. Reluctant, not reclusant. We could take care of it if you like. It has a very Garlean feel, those structures. This is most gracious of you to offer, but it's much too dangerous. There's no trouble for the vow of resolve of Tuliol. Regardless of how the relationship between our nation may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. And lady is even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us as long. Then very well. I gratefully accept. Please take all care. Then out to go even faster if you and I search for the lightning charged fiends on our own. Good hunting! Okay, we split up. Do we have some lightning charged lizard? Oh, Lord Birdie's not here with us. Alright, let's see what we find. Bam, bam, bam. By the way, Square, I want the soundtrack for this game, please. This expansion, I beg you. I will simply just play the the battle song over and over again. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I literally can't get on. There are holes in this bridge. I could go on with the, under that bridge. What the heck? Bam, bam, bam. All right. You're both alright, thank goodness. You really need to wear it so to have worried so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You my dear guests. But thank you. I do. What? Is it just me that don't trust people so easily? Indeed, with this we won't have to ask Soldier's machine for help. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing but a fraction of the people's protection. Oh, for protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Sveen. That's enough. If you have grievousness, I will hear them later, but to speak of the king now. No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. Tour the farm. The folk here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. You couldn't have favored us with a more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And we got a little ad break, guys. Don't worry, I will not skip anything. I will take a little break, stretch a little bit. Mainly so you guys won't miss anything. I know it's not easy. It's not cheap being able to subscribe any longer on Twitch, that is. So I have done my best to first off remove pre-rolls on Twitch and space out the ads as much as possible and make them as short as possible so we still don't have pre-rolls, because they are not fun. Very much not fun. I will say I do like her outfit, even though I don't know where I have her yet. This Sveen. Because everything does seem that she is a nice leader and her people like her. And it might really just be that Sarulja just came in, agreed to everything, and then took her kingdom from under her nose. Welcome back, guys. You couldn't have favored us with a more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And you never failed to let us know, nor how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. You seem a good swordsman, that I'll admit. But you forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of Countess' life, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconceivable? Unconceivable? I didn't read that one right. Now, I believe we're done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? Because it wasn't unacceptable. What? That fucking sentence right there. So will ya, you bastard. No, not the corgi, her. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will also have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come visit at any time. Oh, we got some side quests. Well, that is for later. Do you hear that? I know. The music? Or the silence? Ooh.
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
For what? Today the handing out of food?
I'm glad you could make it.
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
We're here, Namika.
Wait.
Everything is going to be all right.
Namika?
Oh, walk.
What's the matter, dear?
Namika? What the fuck? Yes, that's her with the bracelet.
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Years.
Namika, it's me. Wuklamat.
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
No more what?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived. The ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on.
In us. Sorry, I was trigger happy.
Living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while
I'm sorry.
longer?
Why is she not angry? Why is she not angry? They are the reason why she's aged that quickly.
We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
I would be angry as fuck.
Let us give them some time alone.
They are the reason why she's old.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
Aren't we all?
It's not the end.
Hmm?
My only friend
No,
in the
nothing.
end.
I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
What
With
what you just
reasonably
meant?
certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It's one thing is very simple, Luna. Just think of this like this. The fact that people born in the year 2000 is now 24 years old now. That is the simplest way for anyone to feel old.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a void gate, or even with the Crystal Tower.
Yep, because for the Crystal Tower, it was just a Crystal Tower. This is a legit gigantic area.
We are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining.
Mm-hmm. At least a
Which
minor one.
invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
Magic.
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm.
Oh, so like the source with the wall? They made a barrier.
Was to isolate us from the surrounding land's innocuous influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sven's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
You're fucking lying. Nope, they meant it.
But of course.
Yeah,
our next
nope.
stop ought to be Everkeep.
I don't, yeah, that's it. I don't trust her.
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoralja resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward
Corey!
proving we're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoralja's life.
Thank
Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
It's a good thing I have no intention on stopping, Corey.
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty.
Is he part of your...
I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa? You might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
Don't trust her either. I'm kidding.
Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
Kani is nice. She's a leader. Sure, Minfilia is nice too.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep anyway.
The Everkeep, like the tower, reminds me of Mega Towers.
For being a friend to Namika these past
That is very
years.
much a picture of the
Means a lot to
future that many predicts. Like these mini like
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
Jesus fucking Christ, do they erase the memory of people who are dead? Oh my fucking god, they do. But just what the fuck?
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
What the heck?
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
In the what? What the fuck?
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud.
So, so let me just say something. There's a difference between memory loss that Sid has experienced, and then the fact that you are with your character like your main character. For people that don't know, you're technically the warrior of light from Final Fantasy XIV before the realm were born. And depending on who you are and how you choose to play the game, you could say that you haven't lost your memory of the world before. Through the rest of the world, kinda, because they do indicate to you that you are this person, one of these heroes that are enveloped in light, hence why they call you the warrior of light. But what they say here in this situation is the fact as soon as somebody die, they store the memory of them in the cloud, as in what we do with our, like, Google Drive. What's going on? How could Pepone suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to the others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Aetheryte. Did I attune to that Aetheryte? I don't think so. And you can also, well, the Sid is unique. Sid is also a character that is in every single Final Fantasy XIV game. He's a reoccurring character. Dorian? What the fuck? What are you doing here? An old woman named Namika? I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. What about the people who were with... This is creepy. I don't like this. Is this like some kind of way for them to handle death so they don't get sad about it? Then her statement before about remembering doesn't make sense. I do recall caring for someone until recently, and you say that it was a woman named Namika? Well, I can't say for certain it was her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. To the what? I don't like the idea of that. What's that? Do I know a Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If she spent time here, I would remember. Yep. She has been... Oh! What's that? She's been snapped. There we go. She's completely gone. Nobody remember. Well, they remember their loved ones in that one. She's been uploaded. So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It is as if a memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of ether corresponding to the yak too, and I sensed none in that moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something. Right before Pepone seemingly forgot, a light in the device in his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. And we kind of saw that with Sorrel Jar and the dungeon Vanguard, the last boss in that one. He came back to life, and I legit think that they steal life from, like, creatures and people. But who might we ask about this? If we continued making such inquiries, I expect that we would only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about the Mika, perhaps we could search for... Oh my god, how... Kakia? I think that was how we pronounced that. Yeah, the Thunder Yards. It should be in that direction. Thunder. Oh, hello. Did you see that? What's that? Impossible? Oh my god, I love it! And then a kind of mechanical soldier. It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. Whoa! What do you mean it looks dangerous? It looks cute as heck. It's like a television with arms. Should we give chase? I think I understand. I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. I feel like this model is not fitting for the area that we're in. I got just the right one. Where is it? There it is. And let me also get in the right outfit. Nope. Nope. I'll find it. There it is. It fits a little bit better, doesn't it? It's nothing. I'm fine. She asked if he had seen a ghost. Well, we're off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try and track it down. Comfy. Speaking of which, guys, I got some awesome news. October is gonna be big. Not only am I gonna do Spooky Month, aka it's gonna be a whole month of all different kinds of spooky games. I will also, what's it called? I will also debut a new model that I have made the art for. It's being rigged right now, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. There's also gonna be another big big change, hopefully. But I won't talk about that until we get to it. Oh, there it is. It's so cute. You found it? Yeah, that's kind of important, Luna. To the northeast. Then it must be bound to, for the mines. Let's go! It could be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. Oh, Torgal. Best boy. Oh, can we... Are they going for that? Oh, no, man. Oh, awesome. I heard a faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone, but we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap, but be ready for a fight, everyone. It is not a trap if we already know it's a trap. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I can't make out the conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard. Hello? It's so cute.
What is this?
Ironville.
It's a trap.
A trap?
And we knew it was a trap. Don't be like that. Hello?
Huh?
Huh?
Who?
I just have to get a look at you in the light. And I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elder Spear.
My darling, what now?
I fucking love it. Ooh, you make that French toast.
See you, my fussy little bun. What are you doing here?
What brings you all this way? Fussy little bun. It's his mother, isn't it?
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
Floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galul Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Ellen Spear was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope?
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
Kaskiwa.
I'm sorry?
Oh, this won't do. Come in! Friends of my Ellen Spear are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
Are these like a resistance group? Like, what the fuck?
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place, how are things still getting stranger?
As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I think I have a few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what happened, well, we need to ask her. Let's hear what she has to say. Yeah. OT. It's so wonderful to meet you all. As a student and the student of Baldashan, it's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this is just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations. We're members of the resistance organization C. See, if there is a resistance group, there is something wrong. Svin, Svin. That is literally the Danish word for swine. Oblivion, we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Sorreljar's ambitions for conquest. As the leader, it is prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see. Whimsical appearance notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are. Though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is? As I expect you already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. It was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend than that's passed down to the members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Sorreljar. But we failed to do that, and now he's taking his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your head. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electrode technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, it is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. Which we've seen. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packed in cells that they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in an accident. They do nothing to those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation, to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. So yep, common resource. It's freaking, what's that Justin Timberlake movie where it was the same thing, where it was time. Oh, Raha, be angry. The Voisin's practice of consuming others for their ether comes to mind, and similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk. Yeah. Fear? Yep. Would the consciousness of others corrupt your own? Yeah. So the thing with the void sense, for those who do not know, is that they live in a world of consuming each other. So the weak gets consumed by the strong. But when they do that, they also take over that void scent. So in the end, their whole being becomes like a big bowl of like different souls. So whatever you were will either be gone, or whatever you are just so confusing that you don't know what is like who you are and stuff like that. So yeah, doesn't it dilute the sense of self? That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management? Then the reason everyone has forgotten Amika's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer. So if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. And we got an ad break. Don't worry, I won't skip anything. Little stretch time and drink time. A little talk with the chat time for those who don't have the ads. How are you guys? Yep, stretch and hydrate. I'm gonna put some things on my hand. You're playing Poe? Not a game that says me anything. Wait. Oh, Path of Exile. Oh, there is coming a new one to that one, right? Which I've seen a little bit of that. I played it a little bit. And I did not... Path of Exile, basically. Yep, Path of Exile 2. And I will say I am excited for that one. It's basically, for comparison, it's basically Diablo if Diablo was good, Corey. It's the same mechanic. Top down, like, gory, RPG. Yeah, Diablo, but better. They also have a very, intense skill tree, which I really, really like. It can be overwhelming for new players, but I like it. And I did also very much like, I didn't get way far into it. But I did like the complexity there is to it. It's basically what people wanted from Diablo. Which I find so funny. Because I went back and played some Diablo 4 recently. And I personally very much loved Diablo 3. It ticked some boxes that I enjoyed very much. But I could also get why people disliked it, because a good example was the fact when Reaper of Souls came out, it had the same pricing as their other expansions for, like, for example, for WoW. And it took me 2 hours to get through a whole expansion. But that's the gimmick of Diablo 3, is the fact that it's fast-paced and you redo the thing over and over again. Which is fine. But for me, who paid full price on that expansion, I was a little bit pissed. And they added many of the same gimmick to Diablo 4 now. Many they also added the Dude Goblins and stuff like that. But I'm excited to see what Path of Exile 2 is gonna bring to the table. So, this is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that the regulators forcefully extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why? Yeah. Why? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people of by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So this is what it meant by their memories being, but wait. What about people's parents? So they will forget their parents? Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and are archived in the system. It is a frightening function of the regulators, and it's an integral step in the soul cell's production. Oh, well, he did. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. Oh, that's the thing we saw. Then the result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. So excited. He got an extra life. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. And this is why people are happy here? On its surface, it's similar to Hui's philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. No, I don't like this. It's very funny that this is the thing about this era, because I recently watched the Netflix series Altered Carbon, which is basically very similar, that your quote-unquote soul, if you can say that, is stored on these alien chips that are embedded into people, and you can switch in between bodies basically by putting this cell chip into a different body, basically. So again, it's the whole question about, is your body you, or is the soul you? Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encased in Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could, so that the nation could endure. I understand that the people of Alexandria did what they believed was the best to save the people. I just find it hard to believe that the Turati would also accept their way of living. It came as a shock to us, well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why why the use of regulator was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they wish. Sveen didn't strike me as the sort of a ruler to impose her will on others. So you already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yachts in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Sorrel Jar. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction. And so to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motive, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death or the security of the regulators. But the thing is, it doesn't help with age, so I don't see the point of it. Are the people prone to accidental death that they need that? Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. Quite right. But however you feel about them, it will be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. We have seen it. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we gonna see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. Come with me and you'll see. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that they can alter your memory. Who says that they can't alter other things? Who is to say that they can't just say, well, you are not allowed to remember this person, even though they're not dead? Oh, should we though do the Days of Thunder? We haven't really done any combat. If I can get there before it ends. There is also... we could do the Novice Hunter. Just to be sure that we can actually make it. So are you a collector fate or enemy fate? Enemy, nice. Oh, we're killing some soldiers. Oh, is she gonna help? Yep, I am the new class, the Pixelmancer. And I freaking love it. Well, they wouldn't allow me to be a gamer, so I had to do something else. You could say the Machinist is the closest one. And if I didn't, I waited to see what the new classes were. To see if any of them were to my liking, and I really like the Pixelmancer, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use this for the Dawn Trail MSQ. Otherwise, I was gonna use the Machinist. Well, it doesn't really fit my current theme, to be honest. Luna, as this model you're seeing is for my old theme. Da, 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 da. Come on, Lord Birdie, take care of that one. Da, da, da. Arcade? I can show you. I can switch models. I don't mind. Da, 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 da. Basically, I put my foot more into what I loved, which is more gaming. My what? I don't even remember what it is, to be honest. Wait, first off, let me just... Oh, did my rebridger... Yep. I'll fix that after. Get inked? Oh yeah, fair enough. I need to fix that. I see that one. Alright, let me just... I know that Weebridger is fucking up. There we go. And let me get the controller. No, not that one. There it is. Yeah, I went a little bit more in the gaming, which is frankly more me. Hey, Dark! Oh, can we... Let's do some more fates then. Is it a secret, Luna? How are you, Dark? Okay, another combat one. I'll take it. Well, people are allowed to their own opinion. It's up to you if you want to share it. Oh, you bet you gotta love those chill mornings, Dark. And don't ever take it to heart if people don't like it, Luna. People are different. Which is fair, Luna. As one who owns latex, not a fan. It's too sticky. I don't like tight clothes. do like the glossiness though. So what I mean is that I some years ago I won so I have no idea if any of you know the movie renting company named Blockbuster. So before, yes, Dark, I was changing a little bit. So before it went down under, I'm not even sure if they're still open here. I'm not sure, but they had a competition on their Facebook site for when the most recent like the last Underworld movie that they made. For you could win props from that movie. So you could win props from as the weapons as the main lead used in the movie. And also one of the latex suits that she wears in the movie. And I won that. I'm not kidding. I won that. So I literally have a latex suit that the main actor wore, plus 2 weapons, and I still have it. It is packed down now and put in storage. And before you ask, no, I haven't worn it because it's disgusting. Latex is not something you share with other people. It is a really, really tight, like extremely tight one. And I wish I could show you pictures, but I can't. I can, however, show you pictures of the weapons. I cannot show the pictures of the suit because the suit is packed down, but I can show you guys the weapons because those are very much on my shelf still. One moment. Do I have my camera? I do. Let me see if I can get this to run. It might not accept this. Oh, I think so. I cannot remember if the people liked that movie or how well it got reviewed. Oh, there we are. You can also see my... Let me put it in the middle. You can see my little collection here. So... one moment. Sorry, the cord is... The cord is caught up. I'm just getting this untangled. There we go. Okay. So, do you see the case up against the wall? The silver weapons? That's it. Those are the 2 weapons that I won. And then you can also see like my little collection of different Lego things and stuff like that. And I also have, so that poster right there, I got that from an ex-boyfriend and I fucking love it. Yeah, yep, I am a Hatsune Miku. I think I can show you. I have some figures of her over there too, in the back. But yeah. I also very happy for that portal gun right there, if you can see that. So, yeah. Welcome to the little showcase of my room. It's a bit cluttered. I do apologize for that. I need to get some more shelves. Yeah, you do have something special, Luna. You are special. Everyone's here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We are to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. Just there we go. Did we unlock? No, I need one more fate, so hopefully we will find one. Bam, bam, bam. But yeah, Dark, I've been switching a little bit. I've been... What's it called? On this, I couldn't decide. That is cool, though. Demon Hunter is it's a freaking good series. I've used them all. What are you doing here and with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping that they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen's Fiend's crown. But they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they struck down by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything could go amiss, I would take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Kasia said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be useful for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact that they're weak for lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to stay clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we are well compensated for our work. It's a perfect position for anyone looking to build up savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. What? For my you borrowed. I get that. And hey, I like Pokemon. I brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of. It is not, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Oh, of course. In which case, it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourself in a fight, right? I can use, if you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. Then you didn't steal then. If they were going to the trash, just wasteful. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. It was the same thing with that World of Warcraft poster, by the way, Luna. It's an old movie poster, and it was after, very long after the movie had come out, so it was very much, they were gonna throw it out. And my ex-boyfriend was like, I know she loves the game, and she very much liked the movie, so let me just take it home and send it to her. So yeah, I do appreciate it. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's not like damaged or anything. It was just they had no reason to have it anymore. I don't get that. If the store was gonna throw it out. Because that could be an epic perk. Because I take it they did the same with the storefront, like, if they had, like, cardboard, like, cuttings of different game characters and stuff like that. I take it they will also just throw them out. I just don't get that. Stupid. Because you could easily collect all those posters and stuff like that and make an auction of it. Each month have like a store sale where people could come and buy that. And people would. Cool. Cool. Do you need help? Oh, she's a monk. Whoa, okay. Is she okay? She needs healing. And it's the same thing we saw in the dungeon and we saw a jar. They're so shocked. That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Sir, let us help. I told you not to worry. It should only take a moment. Will she do the red thing that Sora Jar did? Oh my god, she will. Never experienced that, Luna, personally. Because I ordered my things online. Yeah. Just like Sora Jar. Come on, let's get out of here. Care to explain what comes into that? Because I feel like that power-up that they do is not what it seems to be. So that's also a function of the regulator. Yep. Which is bullshit. We can't do that here, but well, they could do now, since the new rules for when stores can open or not. But beforehand, they couldn't do midnight releases here. You were not allowed to have your shops open at that hour. I think I understand how Soldier was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at the Vanguard who did the same. So you cross-pass with the one of King's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it is not as if they allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should get getting back to work. Take care. Again, we are not allowed to do that here, Luna. We have rules. I feel so bad for you guys. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls. Those of peoples and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers the no one suffers like death. True. And what about the souls of the beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you will grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Striga. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws, too many, and you become more beast than man. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings. It becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent. Yet, unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcefully taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle in which all within the dome are bound. I don't like it. Yeah, I agree, LSA. I don't like it either. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. A civilization in the reflection are surprising indeed. Scary, more like. It's in a way how you can say other dimensions, basically. So we might have a dimension out there where technology are very much in the future. While we all have our own thoughts of souls, for now the important thing is we know what power Soldier has in his disposal. It is one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Toliolo's concern. With his newfound power, Soldier has become a real threat to the entire world. Yep. Indeed, he has to be stopped no matter the cost. Because he is not doing this to his own people. He is doing this to his enemies. And that is a no-no. Ooh, I'm gonna get cake. I trust you gained the insight into the use of souls since Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all. But for now, let's head back to the earth and sky. At this rate. There's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. In the rain? You want to talk in the rain? Can we sing? Bam, bam, bam. Oh. Can I do that one in 4 minutes? We can try. Oh, it's a giant axe beak. Oh, you ass. Always rude to get the caster to move. Oh, enjoy the ads, don't worry. I will not continue the main story quest until you guys are back. Oh, no, you don't. Awesome. I can get quicker mount speed, please. I'm also working my way to get the bicolor gemstone vouchers so we can get the unique mounts. I don't have that many. I only have 6 so far, but still. I need 500. So, my thoughts on this area, I like it. I like the sinister feel to it. I like the cyberpunk there is to it. I absolutely love that. And I am excited to see... ooh, yes. To see the rest of this area. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there is a wide gulf between Toliol and Alexandria. And while Soljar knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he become. Indeed, we haven't seen what lies within the enormous tower Everkeep. So here I like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Gashika and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would to join hands with the Oblivion. We only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be quick to trust, but the fact that remains that they share our desire to stop Soroljar. Sveen too claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with the Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Aranwell's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sveen may feel, she's a ruler in this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. Which I agree. And I will say this again, and I will keep saying it until I'm proven otherwise, and I haven't been proved otherwise yet. I don't trust her. I don't trust that she didn't speak about the regulators from the beginning. A fair point, and knowing Soldier, we must assume that this arrangement with Sveen was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be hardening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind that machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves but everyone in Toliula. As you say, we have no proof that it really is her. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Soldier for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Arabelle. You always had great instincts, honed by your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiments is clouding my judgment? If it's a trap, then we'll deal it when it's sprung. Yes, I will agree. If it's a trap, it's a trap. We'll deal it when it comes. That's always the way of it. That's always the way of it with you. Fine, if you said on this, then I'll say no more. Shall say. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Could they at least give me a teleport to the earth and sky, please? I always hated these zoned areas where there are no teleport to. Kashika, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Sorolja. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As a vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when time comes. Like us, you and your supposed soldier. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that it's sudden. That it's a gamble to trust someone you only just met. But I would trust this conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. There it was. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fuzzy little bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you, everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Solskjaer's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides at the uppermost level. But while Queen Serene has a penchant for going out in public, he's seldom shown himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If everyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. If we don't know about his whereabouts, Solskjaer will eventually march on Toliol again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocent would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything on his to his minion and not command the army in person. Thinking? No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always been yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Toliol. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him. So now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Koana, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants to duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of their pleasure. Now why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. But if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Koana instead. He'll attack Toliol again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe it's the best approach, then we have no objection. Any campaign against Toliol requires that Solskjaer leads his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with your Stola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades appraised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word as the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for soldiers to move, you do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourself with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we are located right inside that tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Okay. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoints. Well, the Queen was gonna help us with that. Yeah. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower's entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly. After all, names are good to know when working together. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we are the main crew here. I'm Giode, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young things behind me here are Nostalgia and Wayakwe. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years and our main duties are surveillance and provisions. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wawakia is a Tuwachan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right, our mother is Tolayola and father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of our mother, I'd like to think I'll carry a part of her with me. So, what made you decide to join the Oblivion? I take it when your mother died? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he would be released. But when months went by with no words from him or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We'd already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. We've all forgotten about him now. They all have forgotten about him now. Everyone who had known him. That bastard. Even here he thinks he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate the share of you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. See, this is what I asked about before. This is not okay. Not being able to remember your loved ones just because they die. Like, what the fuck? Learning to accept death and you don't live forever is part of life. Pretty much the same story for me. And while mine is a Tonawatan name, I haven't the faintest idea how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see with my own eyes our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. One of those twins are gonna die. And that's us here. You'll meet others at the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts all. Oh, and Sphere, one last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Cassia. She talks about you so much. It's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Oh, thank you for the cake. And I think it's a strawberry shortcake. Ah. Oh, in Everkeep. Do we get a little... Ooh. Hello.
You've been consulting with Wook Lamont.
No matter. I do not know what you are scheming, but when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge, Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse.
Vengeance rarely suits the hunger.
Uklamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen.
Queen of Reason, my bad.
Uklamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
He is an asshole.
What now?
Right. Cashier's waiting. Let's head to the tower. So optimistic. Oh, does this mean we will get to the last area? Ooh. Either that or I'm exploring the rest of this area. Because I'm missing one more zone. I take it. Bam bam. Bam bam bam. Dun, 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 dun. The Everkeep Ward. Ah, there you are. If Queen Sveen has registered you as a guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm or so of just minions to deal with. Promising. Nothing for it but to see if Sveen has betrayed us, eh? Nothing but to test it out. One moment. Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you would be so kind. Outrunner guide units identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guest of Queen Sveen. I love their helmets. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. Is this another capital? Mega Tower. Alpha and Omega. Whoa.
Everkeep, a tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
It's gigantic! I feel like I'm playing Mass Effect. What the fuck?
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed the light back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore?
I'm gonna get lost.
These lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sveen and Zoologist Dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore. Indeed. I'm gonna explore everything.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sveen's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right,
Don't
then.
stand out.
We'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Are you gonna found the food quarter? I know you, Raha.
Enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
I know you,
Understood.
Raha.
We'll see you later.
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
Yep.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand? Just know that I'm safe.
I don't think she is in a physical form.
But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her. You must have been through a lot together.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Huh. And he walks away!
What? You did? Kalanisphere, why didn't you mention this sooner?
You want to explore together?
Can we hold hands?
It's not that I'm scared or anything.
Yeah, she definitely gave that out. That she was really. Can I just hold your hand? I'm scared. Please. Hence why I don't get why people don't like her. Towers inside the tower. I see it, but I still can't believe it. For now, I say proceed straight ahead. If we feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back to where we came. Yep. Ooh, this is a main city. Oh, look at all this. Side of the base to beyond. Ooh, what is that? We got a special quest in here. Residential area. So it's all residential. If they... oh my god. Oh, you think they're gonna put in residential quarters for this? Oh, they better. Oh, I want an apartment in this area. Oh, they have. Oh, what? Are you okay, dude? Sir? You think he's dead? Oh, they're sleeping. Okay, gotcha. I love this. It reminds me so much of Cyberpunk and Mass Effect. And I freaking love it. I always loved mega towers like these. The concept of them are scary. But also so fascinating. Okay, so we got a little... Nexus Arcade? There is an arcade? Why didn't you tell? Oh my god, there's an arcade. What the fuck? It might not be an arcade as I think it is, though. Because arcade can also mean like purchasing areas with stores and stuff like that, which this definitely is. Oh, look at that car. So it's a shopping arcade. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, I love this. And I take it you are, what the fuck? Okay, so that's for, okay. We got the script and exchange and stuff like that. Wait, can my fisher talk to you? I can. No, not you. But what do we have here for World Environment Trace Woman Solution 9? Yeah. Some spender, this word, no quarter of it speak of beautiful partnership. Thank you. So the scripts exchange are here. I want to see what that is. Sights of the West and Beyond. Oh, it's the sightseeing log, I think. I love the design of the Aetheryte. Pixelated. An unmanned forecast. Ha! Bum 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 bum. Can I just say, they upgraded the NPCs in the background. They react to you now too when you go near them, so they will do different things depending if you're near or far away from them. Which I find interesting. Government sector. Let me go back to the Aetheryte class. So there we go. And we just need to free up here, it seems. Lay node 9. Oh, upstairs. Don't go near nature, how dare you? And sightseeing, yeah, I have a sightseeing log, here we go. Nice. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. It does feel a little empty. Now, I don't know if it's the fact that people haven't reached this area just yet, or if they don't like this area, because I personally love this area. They might just gather at one specific point somewhere. Oh, is this like an entertainment quarter? I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Definitely some kind of entertainment quarter. Don't mind me, I'm just looking around. Okay, last one. True vow. There we go. Then I also got teleport outside. Awesome. Bam 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 bam. Oh, it's a crossroad already. This place is too much. I have no idea where I should go. Right, maybe I made up my mind. Let's head to the building there. So big.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
Oh. That's?
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Wait a minute. What happened to my outfit?
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Wait a goddamn minute. I didn't change outfits.
Oh, a request you said.
Yes, an important one.
What happened? I didn't change outfit. What? What's happening? I didn't put on a glamour.
I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zoralja.
Good luck with that.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you asked the impossible. Zoralja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zoralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, You still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihiola. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
I won't yield on this either.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy.
Don't tell her that. What
So,
the fuck?
If you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around? Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well, I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour. I
Alright, game, could you explain to me why the heck did I change glamour? I did not put this on, what the heck? Oh my god, for fuck's sake, why did it do that? It also removed the color I put on it. There shouldn't be a glamorous... Why did it do this? But I'm gonna end it here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back with this tomorrow. So I hope to see you guys all there. Have an amazing Sunday, guys. And I see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Bye. Bye-bye.